another 105% range. So basically Ethereum doubling to come up to that 1618 level. What is up, guys? Norris Digital Assets coming at you with another video. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed so far. My subscribers are starting to pick up lately. Yes, I still have a very small channel, but my subscribers are starting to pick up. Views are picking up a little bit. A lot of people want to see DAG. My YouTube statistics have been saying, show more DAG, show more DAG. That's what people keep searching for on YouTube. So that's why I've done a couple DAG constellation videos lately, and I'm still sticking with that because it's what the people have wanted, honestly. And I do have some DAG. I got it around 5 cents. I got it pretty low, and DAG's looking good, and then they just got that contract. So anyways, so click subscribe below. If you, I don't know if this works on a phone or not, but down here in the corner, especially if you're on a laptop, I got my new little watermark down here. It is my logo. Hover above my logo here, and when you hover above it, you can get, you can subscribe that way. It'll click subscribe, or you can click it below. Same difference either way. Here's my Twitter page. I put a little bit different content on my Twitter page. Head and Shoulders I had pointed out the other day that possibly is still in play now for Bitcoin again, but everything, the market's looking good today. Anyways, follow me here on Twitter. My YouTube is now surpassed my Twitter, and it's going to be a nice little race between them possibly. We'll see what happens. Anyways, so let's look at some charts here. So Ethereum obviously had a hot day today. I do have Ethereum now. I haven't had much Ethereum in the past, but I do have some Ethereum now. And something that just real simple and basic here to take a look at here is what we were forming was we were forming an ascending triangle. So let me see here. So we were forming an ascending triangle on Ethereum, and we were sort of getting towards the end of an apex here if you actually take a look at this. And so we basically, we broke out. We had a nice green day. You know, we have a lot going on with Ethereum. Lately we have the burning of tokens. So anytime the supply goes down on something, the demand's going to go up. And right now, guys, Ethereum is still the king of smart contract cryptos. You got Cardano that is still not released their smart contracts yet until September 12th. And Ethereum's had their smart contracts for a couple of years now, and there's a lot built on Ethereum. Ethereum's pretty large. The gas fees are kind of ridiculous, but you know, they're working on that. There's a lot of smart people working on Ethereum, super smart people working on Ethereum. So I'm sure they're making their headway there. But yeah, Ethereum is still king as far as altcoins, anything besides Bitcoin. And Ethereum hasn't done much lately. I kind of had a feeling that it was just consolidating and ratcheting up, getting ready to make that next move, and it finally did. I was thinking lately, and this wasn't off charts, just lately I was thinking like, Ether hasn't done nothing like recently. So I was really thinking it was going to do something, and it did. It's made those moves. It shot right out of this ascending triangle. So basically we have this triangle here. And if you just kind of draw this out. So if we were to break out of this triangle, you know, we could come back down and test the 55 EMA. But yeah, upon breakout, you know, there's your target, and that's exactly what it did. You know, you take it out of here on the ascending triangle, the high point, the low point, and you set it here, and that's the breakout. And it matches perfectly where it broke out. And now we got a little red candle that's starting as the clock ticked over there. And I'm sure it could come down just a little bit, whatever. But yeah, it was finding support on this 618 line here for a while, and it just happened to shoot up out of this ascending triangle exactly to the trend line like we thought. And now it's, you know, next move could definitely be for it to find support on the 786 line here. And then this is a lot of just, we don't have much to base off of the past, off of Ethereum and what it's done in the past. So, you know, this is kind of just, it's just kind of some chop. This is when it shot to its all-time high around 4,300. And it was pretty short-lived. You know, that was only like a week of time. There's not much to draw from this area. But, you know, as we find support on the 786 and we start to shoot back towards that one, you know, we might hit our head on that one a little bit, but pretty soon, you know, you're going to go through that one and you're going to find support on that one, and then you're in price discovery, and that's when you can start to be off to the races. And then that's where we start to get some of these price predictions. But as it starts to make its run, you know, like some other altcoins that are ahead, like Solana, DAG, Luna, some of these other coins that have already made these retracement levels and then went into these extensions, start heading towards that 1618, which in my other videos has been 7,777, you know, drawn out this fib here up to the, you know, 7,866 up to the 1618. So that would be a nice movement from where we're at here of, you know, another 105% range. So basically Ethereum doubling to come up to that 1618 level, which is when this bull run's going, you know, later in these months, October, November, December, when we get some fireworks going, that should be easy for Ethereum, especially as we're burning some tokens. So I got an article here, Ethereum burns 432 million Ether. And they kind of break down some statistics in here about the EIP 1559 feature that that's burning the tokens. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, anytime, I mean, that's just simple. You don't have to know much about Ethereum or any crypto specifically in general to know that when the supply is going down and you have a coin as big and as important as Ethereum and the market control that it has other than Bitcoin and what Ethereum encompasses as a whole, when you're burning tokens on that too, I mean, this thing's going to have to pop at some point sooner or later. You know, I think Cardano's going to make some ground on Ethereum for sure and start chipping away at it in the long run. But for now, Ethereum is still going to be doing its thing while Cardano's waiting. So looking at BTC real quick. Actually, I want to pull it up on Bitstamp. Not Tether. Let's see here. Pull up Bitstamp. So Bitcoin is basically doing exactly what Ethereum just did. It's got that same potential. We are sort of forming a ascending triangle also that, you know, is real similar. We're finding support on the 20 EMA while we're sort of forming this ascending triangle. And so we're not too close to the apex, but you know, we're getting closer towards this apex of this, and we can break out any time because Ethereum is making some moves, and the market made some moves overall in general today. You know, we're sitting at 48,800, but same thing. You know, if we do happen to end up coming out of this triangle that we've been forming, you know, we could see an upside potential, you know, break out of here. And you're talking, that's going to be up right exactly to the 786, about $54,540 per Bitcoin. But if we do break out of this ascending triangle and we start making that movement up, that's going to be golden because we're satisfying at the same time. When we do that, yes, it's nice to see that price action, to see it move up, but we're satisfying that threshold of breaking above 50,000, 51,000. It's kind of a psychological number, but there's also data on it that we need to break that 50,000, 51,000 area, find that support to actually move on. And between 50,000, 51,000, between that and Bitcoin's all-time high of 64,000, it's a lot of just dead space. We should be able to, when we find that support, especially if we find support above that 786 and we kind of, you know, move sideways just for a couple days there, it's not going to take too long that Bitcoin, I don't know if we're going to get the September dump that everyone's been speaking of. You know, for the first week or two, maybe there's a small dump in the market in September, which could definitely still be considered healthy. It's not the end of the world, guys. We are still entering in a bull run, and everything is looking pretty bullish. The stock RSI is still down here pretty low. Just the little buy signals here and there, you know. And you know, that's typically a buy signal, you know, on the daily or the weekly. This is the daily. But yeah, as we find that support, we're going to shoot up to 64,000. past that 64,000, and then Bitcoin will be in price discovery. Now, that might not happen until into October. We don't know, but something's going to happen as we come towards this apex, this triangle, either up or down, and it's going to make somewhat of a movement like this here up to that 54, you know, or it can break down. And if it comes down, obviously that's to the 0.5, that's at 43,000. And I would expect if we come into 43,000 with everything the market's doing right now, the market is looking hot. Ethereum's making nice moves. It made its nice moves today up like 12%. Even if we do make that move down, and that's going to be healthy, we're going to test. If we did that, it is very likely we could test support on this 55 EMA to try to bounce off that 55 EMA, that red line. At the same time, bouncing off the 0.5 retracement level at 43,000, I could definitely see a lot of people. It could be even institutional money, banks, people, retail, whatever, buying in at this 43,000 range. You know, unless people really thought it was going to go down to 40,000 to that next retracement level. Yeah, sure, that's possible, but I don't think it's too likely. I could see it at that 43, even more consolidation, shoots back up, passes over the 20 EMA, and then we're back on track over here, and we make that move up anyways. So right now, I like the feel. I like how everything's looking in the market in general, looking pretty good. So that's just a I'm gonna cut this video out at that. I mean, that's just a kind of an overview of what's going on today and what's going on over the last couple days and maybe what's to come. And, you know, do your own research and, you know, not financial advice, but, you know, if we did see that roll out of this ascending triangle, if you do start to see that roll, you definitely want to put in, you know, you could put in a little bit, you know, at this 43,000 there. So I'm hoping that pretty soon that we get movement upwards out of this ascending triangle, and it would do exactly what ETH just did. It broke out of that ascending triangle and it made that move up, and that would put you around that 54,000 mark. Then you might retrace back just a little bit, but you'd find that support. You might hit your head a little bit on there, but try to find that support and come above and find the support there and get ready for that move up to the all-time high. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I'm gonna put out some other videos tonight still. I'm not done, but I'm putting this one out and just kind of a market update and seeing what's going on. I know over the last couple days, maybe, you know, we had some red candles, price was coming down, nothing was moving, nothing was happening. You get that little bit of fear creeping back in, guys. Right now, we are not being very fearful. We're not responding to the emotions. We're just chilling right now. We need that consolidation. We need those healthy corrections. You need to pull that slingshot back to launch forward. So that's it for the video, guys. We'll see you next time.